You are now watching Cyrus Speaks.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cyrus Speaks. I am your host, Cyrus Haru, and today's episode will be about: are you smoking to feel good, or are you smoking because you're addicted? So, one thing that I'm noticing with my culture or my generation is everybody's high all the time. Everybody's smoking, smoking and drinking, and I get it. Everybody got their vices. Me personally, I drink occasionally, but I've cut back tremendously. It's not wrong with, pretty much like having control of your vices, but the moment where they become, in control of you, that's when you got a major issue. And a lot of people, man, they like when it comes to smoking, like they wake up smoking. They before they go to sleep they smoke. After they eat they smoke. Like while they chilling they smoke. Like back in the day, folks wasn't smoking like that, man. I think a lot of this new stuff, man, that hybrid stuff, they got a little bit more than the traditional tree that used to be in there. A lot of y'all don't know what y'all smoking, man. Y'all starting to resemble like some real like drug addict tendencies, man. Like when you gotta smoke 5, 6, 7 times a day just to feel like decent with your life, bruh. Like you really might want to consider getting some help for real. Because a lot of people aren't as strong-willed to be able to get off of smoking like continuously. And like when it comes to, because I don't want to say the actual term of what I'm talking about smoking. Y'all know, when I reference the word tree, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to get like banned or nothing for saying any word in particular, but you can make the assumption of what I'm talking about. So it's just weird, man. I see people all the time like smoked out all the time. I'm like, bro, like you gotta live in reality sometimes. And a lot of times you'll see that very synonymous to people not taking care of things in their personal life that they need to be taken care of because they're so focused on just smoking all the time. It's so much more to life, man. And like I said before, I think there's more in the trees now than just the organic tree itself. A lot of that synthetic stuff, man, it's got a whole lot of different elements in it, man. That's really like altering y'all's like mental state. Ultimately, I know that they're legalizing, the consumption of it in a lot of states. They're trying to make it go national, and I definitely have a lot of mixed feelings about that. I'll get into that a little bit deeper down the line, but the point that I wanted to make with it is there's always an agenda behind them wanting to either legalize something or make it something available for mass production. It's either monetary gains or it's going to have some gain in terms of control over you. So to me, it's both. It's a duality with it. They definitely are going to make a lot of money off of it, which to me is very problematic because y'all been locking up people, especially brothers, some sisters, for decades over these products, and they was just trying to feed their families. But now y'all want to make a multi-trillion-dollar industry off of doing the same thing. Why y'all not going to jail for it? You know what I'm saying? So people that's watching this, like y'all need to think about that. Really think about that. And then also think about the fact that by them legalizing it, they're gonna have a major hand in the production of it. You gotta think of what they're gonna implement into that. They want you to be high. They want you to be sedated. Because if you're high all the time, you can't focus. You can't focus. They can pull the wool over your eyes every day if they really want. And that's another thing that's happening, man. Like a lot of y'all are starting to act real weird, man. Real different. folks is acting real different. A lot of these topics and stuff that I see taking place now, man, I'm just sitting back in complete shock that people are like starting to pander towards some of the things that y'all pandering towards. Like, and it's weird because just a couple decades ago, folks wasn't on board with none of this weird stuff. But now y'all game for it. And I really think it's because of, y'all's addiction to being high all the time. If you high all the time, man, your mind is not in a clear state. No matter how many, times y'all try to convince folks that like, oh yeah, like I'm able to focus better, I'm in my zone. Yeah, you in your zone when you high. But to the people that's on the outside looking in, they're like, bro, you doing the most. And I'm not knocking nobody that's smoking, you know what I'm saying? I mean, recreational use, in the small, in small doses, that might be your thing. That might work for you. But being high 24/7, I can guarantee you, man, that's just not the way to go, man. It's going to catch up to you. You're going to realize that you've missed out on so many opportunities. There's things that you didn't work on that you could have, fixed or did something productive with your life, with your time, but you was high. You know what I'm saying? Like, you mismanaging money because you spending all your money on that. You putting yourself at a lot of different risks. You putting yourself at a risk to get incarcerated, putting yourself at risk to be, set up to get robbed. All because you're trying to get high. That don't sound like tree to me. It sound like something different, man. Y'all telling you, I can't really go into too many details, not right now, because I want to, play the field right. I don't want to say the wrong thing too early and get banned and y'all not get a chance to get this information. But I'm definitely gonna revisit this topic in the future, man, and come with even more details, man, and just try to explain it to y'all, man, because I want to see people living better, man, and living to your full potential. I get it. It does have certain properties and, healing properties that's to it. That's cool, but it's only in moderation. A lot of y'all are, overindulging. Anything that you overindulge in can become problematic. That's anything. Eating food is good, but you gotta monitor what you're eating. You gotta monitor how much you're eating, or that could become problematic. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything. So just be mindful of that going forward, man, and just be aware of the potential hidden agenda that's behind this push to make that legal everywhere. So yeah, I'm just leave that with y'all. I'll holla at y'all next time though. Peace.